Hola, hola. It's your girl, Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, queen, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. And I am here to remind you, I'm a confidence coach, a business mentor, a speaker, an author, and I am obsessed with women standing up, showing up, and creating their confidence. And I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Alrighty, so we've got Mr. Cramer back in the building. Back in the building. Hey, can you hear my sound effects? Hold on, let's try that again.
What?
Hey. Okay, so we had a request. Thank you for the request.
Thank you.
Yes. So on my website at thequeenofconfidence.com under podcast, you can request a podcast. And we are here at your mercy to talk about the stuff you ask us to talk about.
Sure.
At your mercy. So I wanted to bring Hamish in for this one because not only this month are we doing a Power Couples in-person live event, but also I've been chatting about relationships. The last episode I had done on this was controlling relationships. And I shared all about my terrible ex-boyfriends who, bless their little souls,
Terrible.
were not great.
In comparison to what?
You're the best. So we wanted to talk about jealousy. So somebody requested a podcast asking about jealousy, how to overcome jealousy, why there's jealousy in relationships. And before we started recording, I said to Hamish, what do you think about jealousy? Have you been jealous? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no. And I had a lot of jealousy. You've never been jealous in a relationship?
I'm sure I have.
Come on. Think about back in the days when you were not full of wisdom.
Wasn't that long ago, actually.
So when jealousy and relationship comes to mind, couples, people together, what comes to mind? Where does this jealousy shit come from in your eyes?
Look, if I'm to think about jealousy, I feel there is a correlation between jealousy and self-worth.
Ooh.
I think there is a correlation because if I think back towards the relationships that I was in where there was jealousy, there would have been some lack inside of me in order to feel that jealousy. And look, I'm sure there's many aspects to jealousy, but if I'm thinking about it, there has to be a self-worth wound going on, a self-confidence wound going on, because I think jealousy can make you seek that self-confidence, that validation, that fulfillment from your partner.
Like manipulation and you want,
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to that energy field that we've talked about, the masculine and the feminine, or when there's a wound in you. And I think this is where a lot of couples get things wrong. And I feel like men do this a lot unconsciously too. Maybe women are a little bit more aware of this, but I feel there's not a lot of choosing when a male gets a wife or a partner. I think they see someone that they're attracted to and then they feel something and they go, yeah. Well, I think maybe women are a little bit more, well, does he kind of tick all the boxes? I think they go through a bit more of a filtering process.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is that people will then join relationships or connect into relationships for different apparent reasons, right?
Okay.
And I think what I'm seeing is if we haven't dealt with how we are feeling about ourselves or why we are in a relationship with this person to start with, I think a lot of that is unconscious. And then you end up in the relationship and jealousy ends up being a symptom of something much deeper, as in a deeper question that you haven't asked yourself. Like, I'm struggling for validation and love and I feel not good about myself. And then you find this person who maybe makes you feel good about you. And so you go, oh, instantly let's start a partnership or a relationship or whatever form you're looking forward. And then you come together.
Yeah.
And then
you don't
that person doesn't doesn't give you after some time the attention that you want, or they're looking at other people, or you don't know where they are. And I think this is a big part of it. And then the reasons that you got into the relationship in the beginning, which you were unconscious to, now start to flare up. And I think there's symptoms of something much bigger going on.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say something similar, insecurity. Like every time I've talked to someone, one of our clients, or we've done anything with couples, and there's been jealousy or there's been adultery, like people are cheating on each other, affairs, it is an insecurity. And for me, I was really jealous. I remember you were a personal trainer and I started to like you. And I don't know if you knew that. You probably couldn't tell.
You started wearing makeup.
But shut up, Hamish. I started to like Hamish, and there was a girl that you were training and she was really cute. And I was like, who's that bitch? And I was like sussing her out, like comparing myself to her, clearly because there was insecurity in me. I didn't think I was good enough. I was questioning my worthiness. You're so right. I was questioning. Yeah, it's so true because it's self-work. So jealousy, if you feel jealous, if you're jealous in a relationship, you can use it as an opportunity to look within yourself. Because I didn't do that. I kind of pointed out. I was like, it's because of that person. It's them. I would look for how they were doing dirty shit. And then think about that. If you are a jealous person and you're not doing your own inner work and you're jealous about other people and you're angry at your partner and you're looking for ways in which your partner looks at other people or your partner's checking his phone or checking her phone, if you're looking for it, you almost are most likely to have attracted someone that's going to do that because that toxic behavior can only, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it almost creates it.
Yeah.
So you start creating an environment where this person just feels like, they're already guilty in some respect.
But when you say you attract a guilty-ish kind of person, like you wouldn't get into a solid, clean relationship if you had all that. You know what I'm saying? Like both of those guys, there was reason to be funny about it.
Yeah.
But I also attracted them and then they ended up being
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like the chicken or the egg. Like what came first? My lack of self-worthiness, my not feeling good enough to then attract a man or a woman or whoever you're dating that's going to do behavior like that's non-trustworthy anyway.
Yeah.
And your insecurity and jealousy exacerbates this whole toxicity. And then you end up, because honestly, if you are someone that's super jealous, it's going to be really hard for you to attract someone who's free flowing or to keep someone like that. Because someone that feels that jealousy, if they're not in that space, they're going to be really repulsed by that and be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I'm out. Like that relationship does it make sense? I feel like it wouldn't even last.
Well, there's 2 points to it. If you're jealous of someone and there's a valid reason for you to be jealous, i.e. they engage in behavior.
Totally.
Like if I was walking around checking out of the girls or talking and making you feel, or maybe not making you feel, but at least engaging in behavior.
Yeah.
Which would
red flaggy behavior.
Yeah, which would be really disrespectful. Maybe talking to someone else or doing dodgy things like texting girls that you didn't
commenting
know about.
On their Instagram.
Commenting on Instagram.
Which a lot of people say to me that their partner does and they don't like it and they're like, but it's probably no big deal, right? I'm like, girl, damn, if Hamish is commenting on bitches on Instagram, shit.
I'm actually
done.
Yeah, I'm actually
done.
Can someone help me? I'm actually trapped in this relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's one part is your partner behaving in a way which is also fueling, I guess this is the next part, fueling your insecurities.
Yeah.
Because I do believe that there is a way we should act when we're in a partnership that builds trust and continues to build trust.
Respect,
in our relationship. If I go off and I'm, hey, babe, I'm going to hang out with about 5 of my girlfriends.
Yeah.
That would be sus. That's, like it's not right. If I was doing things secretly or I was behaving in a way which, leaves open that assumption, that's not healthy, right? So then, yes, I can understand where the jealousy comes from. And in nothing that we're speaking about is it a one-way street.
Yeah,
right?
it's very complicated.
The other side of it is you're jealous of your partner, but they are generally not doing anything. That also breaks down the relationship because if someone is feeling like, hey, I'm not doing anything and every time there's an accusation that I'm already guilty, that also isn't a healthy way to be in a relationship. And that person then might turn to covering up some of their behavior because they're worried that the other person may overreact. So I don't want to talk to my friend who is a girl because my partner is automatically going to think I'm cheating with her, but there is no reason for them to think it because we are actually just good friends, for example.
But then that creates behavior of like, I'll call her when no one's around,
Correct.
or I'll hide things,
Exactly.
which then the person thinks something's going on.
That's my point.
Yeah, you're right. That's crazy. Yeah. So I think jealousy, for the person who asked the question around how to get through jealousy in a relationship, a few things I think that you've mentioned really good there is like, is there a genuine concern? Do you genuinely feel like you are being cheated on? You are being lied to? The respect is gone. There is non-trust. What's happening there first? And then second, what you said, what worthiness.
Yeah.
Right? Like checking out.
So where is it coming from within you? Like, is there a previous relationship where this has happened to you and you're bringing it to this relationship? You know, that can happen a lot. Do you have self-doubt issues or self-worth issues that you are then projecting inside of your relationship that need to be looked at? So one part of it is, how are you showing up in this relationship? What are you projecting or bringing to it?
Yeah.
And the second part is, okay, well, how are you two operating as a couple? Are you both, or is one person engaging in behavior which would be maybe considered disrespectful or not inappropriate?
Yeah.
You know, and then of course leads to the assumption of jealousy or leads to this, or they're actually doing something which is not. Yeah.
So to wrap this question up, thank you so much for sending it, because it is something that I think a lot of people struggle with. The last thing I would say, the third thing, is obviously communication. Working on your communication, have those honest conversations, ask the questions, say how you feel, listen to the other person, truly hear them, do some paraphrasing, understand their world, where they're coming from on either side, because it is not a good feeling to feel like you're jealous or feel like your partner's doing something or feel like you're not good enough in a relationship. Feeling, when I had the baby, I was like, oh, I'm overweight. I don't look good. Hamish, me just sharing that, him going, babe, you just had a baby. Like, you're beautiful. You look amazing. Your boobs are great. Everything's great. Just that little bit, whether he was lying or telling me the truth. Listen, it helped me. I know. I'm just kidding. It helped me. I was like, oh, good. I got it out. So communicate. That's the number one thing.
Well, this is the solution to a communication, because
definitely,
and we've done a lot of power couples work. I often reckon it's the assumption. Okay, let's just assume that it's two reasonable people that have come together in a relationship. No one's doing anything bad to each other or intentionally anyway. I think it's the assumptions about what the other person is doing and thinking, which leads to a lot of conflict in a relationship.
That's a problem with the world.
So like you said, communication is the key 100%. Here. And I think many couples don't know how to communicate, or they let things go. They don't want to have those confronting conversations, but they don't know how to.
Yeah.
And there's no vulnerability exposed. So they don't sit down and go, hey, I'm kind of feeling this way. I don't know if this is true for you, but, I've had a baby. I feel yuck, and I feel like you're not interested in me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And creating and carving out time to have those conversations, to vent it out, and even for the guys out there, it's like maybe you're feeling a bit like controlled or smothered, or maybe you're not feeling loved or appreciated. And I think also guys have a really big difficulty sitting down with their partners and going, hey, when you do that thing, it makes me feel like this, or, you said this the other day and it kind of hurt my feelings. Or like, I think even guys are worse at bringing up things that maybe have affected them emotionally, or things that maybe have hurt them, or things that they're concerned about, until it's maybe too late, or they don't know how to get out of it. And so
they get angry,
or they go and engage in behavior that is reckless or violent or just, silly.
Not helpful.
And just not helpful. And then it only makes the situation worse when really a conversation would have sorted it, And so I think that's really a key point.
So hopefully that supports you. We will say that we are doing a Power Couples event.
Yes.
If you don't live in Australia, email me, support@thequeenofconfidence.com. Let us know if you'd like to see this virtually. We did do this last year, the year before, and it was amazing. We really want to support those of you that are in relationship, because honestly, Hamish is right. The communication is the key. And for us in our relationship, and we'd love to see more couples be able to do this. We'd love to see more families be able to thrive. We'd love to see people be able to express their feelings, feel supported, communicate with confidence, have love. Like, it is beautiful to have a beautiful relationship. It sucks when you are questioning and undermining yourself and wondering if they're cheating and wondering who they're texting. And I mean, that anxiety, I remember that anxiety, that feeling of anxiety inside of my body. It was horrible. And so if you're interested in that, head to the link in the show notes. We're going to have more chats with Hamish
around relationship. I'm just going to say in closing, the question that I would say to everybody is, where does your relationship sit in your list of priorities? Because I think for many couples, it's not the number one. There's either work's more important, or the kids are more important, or some other things, family is important, or whatever it is, your goals and achievements are more important. Hanging out with your friends is more important. Like, I think what we have seen is that couples that are not doing well in their relationship, the relationship isn't the number one priority. Mm-hmm. And I think the big one is kids overtake the relationship, or work or business or career.
It becomes like roommate, and then you're not the relationship, the love that we have has 100%. Been put to the side. And obviously that affects everything.
And I want to say to everybody, there's heaps of research to show that success in parenting, success in business, in career, in life has shown to be proven to be correlated to a successful relationship. So a happy relationship, a healthy relationship, a thriving relationship leads to all the other areas in your life also thriving. And I'm sure people listening will agree that when the relationship is not good, the other areas of your life also tend to suck as well,
100%.
or at least become harder.
That's everybody joins our program because, my relationship, I had a breakup, I just said toxic this, like it's always relationship. Yeah. And lastly, as we wrap this up, work on you, both of you, all of you. If you're in a relationship, if each party is doing the hard yards, doing the inner work, we will never have an issue because we're both equally just as hard working on ourselves and healing our own shit. So we come to the table waving the white flag. Mm-hmm. And it's super important that no jealousy issues, beautiful communication, and all of that. This is why we're so passionate about talking about this. All of that's possible. Yeah. I was not that kind of person. I was a jealous person. I was a toxic relationship. Hamish was a rescuer. There was all kinds of fucked up shit going on. So if we can do it, this is something that everyone can have. So thank you for sending that question through. Keep sending requests. Gracias, Hamish, for being on the show. Please, please, please send through the request. Go to thequeenofconfidence.com. I'm going to link it in the show notes. We'd love to hear from you and answer any question that you have in regards to anything that you want to hear on this podcast. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Cramer. I love you. I love you too. And I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you so much for listening. I freaking love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your ears and your energy and your attention. Thank you for letting me into your world. And thank you so much for listening and tuning in to this podcast. There are so many podcasts you can listen to, and I deeply, deeply, for real, appreciate you listening to mine. Do me one big favor, one big thing. Please share this episode or this podcast with a woman who you know needs to hear this. This is my mission on planet Earth, to serve as many women as possible so that we could show up, stand up, speak up, and create the confidence and the life that we desire. I appreciate you, my love. I will see you on the next episode.